Well, check this out. I knew there was a use for all those old seat belts.
There you go.
Yeah. This is made out of seat belts. This is something that comes out of scrapped cars.
Kind of stylish too, wouldn't you say?
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So the reason we're talking about that is because the Scrap It program in BC, the BC Scrap It program, is looking for your votes. They're looking for a big grant in a national grant competition put on by Shell. And Dennis Rogoza is here from the program to tell us more about it and tell us more about the program. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks. Pleasure to be on the show today. Scrap It's been around since 1996. We've scrapped over 30,000 cars so far. Made a significant dent in terms of air quality, improving air quality. Some of the old cars we have are extremely polluting. The typical average one is about 60 times more polluting. So Shell came along and I think recognized that and shortlisted us for their national competition. So it's quite an honor to be part of that. And but they also said if you want to be really motivated, you need to get a lot of votes here to get more money.
Right.
And, so we thought, well, if we could reach out to the community and seek additional votes, it just generates more funding for the program. We can scrap more cars then, right?
And to make, to expand the program. So tell us more about the program, because it also, there's an incentive for people to get rid of their cars as well.
Exactly. That's the history of the program. The notion was it's an early retirement program. So if you have an older vehicle that's been on the road for a long time and you've been hanging on to it and you want to continue driving it, one of the ways of dealing with that is provide an incentive to someone like yourself, for example, who would sort of say, I have an older car, I have enough of an incentive now to get rid of it, and that's what I'll do. So the incentives are fairly significant. You can get up to $1,000 from our program, and, or a TransLink bus pass, which is worth about $1,200. So there's quite a lot of value there, for someone who has an older car.
Now you say older cars, what exactly qualifies? Is anything from a certain point on, or? Yes,
there's just two criteria to participate in the program. It has to be a 1995 or older vehicle, and you have to have run it on been fully insured for the last 6 months. So that means that it's still on the road, in other words. It's not a backyard junker or something, right? It's operating on the road, it's polluting today, and that's the vehicle we want to take off the road.
So what happens to the scrap other than making the seatbelts into purses?
Well, the vehicles are basically shredded, and the material becomes raw material again for the steel making process, and comes back to us as toasters.
Excellent. So Shell is doing this this competition, and your program is the only BC-based program, or the only BC-based program that's in the finals.
In the air category, right? So we're one of the few companies, a few organizations, all nonprofits, that are competing for this. That is in the $100,000 category. So if we can get enough votes compared to our competition here, so we're motivated, then we'll get $100,000 and get the money, goes back in the pool to offer more incentives to scrap more cars.
This does seem like the best option, though, for people with old, not junkers, but older cars. I mean, you get the incentives. I mean, what else is there to do? This is the best one, I would think.
Exactly. So it's a great opportunity, and we find that people are attached to their cars, amazingly so. And,
tearful farewells as they hand over the keys? Or?
Well, the stories, like I've actually been at the scrap site when this has happened, where people drive up, they're in total tears, right? We have Kleenex boxes, they're handy. We actually do, yeah. And some people, they actually write goodbye letters to their car.
Really?
Right? Yes.
You're not putting this on.
No,
That's funny.
Absolutely not. And a lot of people give their vehicle a name. So
I can see that. The letters are...
Well, we need you to vote. So we go to fuelingchange.com to vote?
That's correct.
Is that right? Okay, and how long do we have to vote?
We have till the end of April.
The end of April. So vote for the BC Scrap It program at fuelingchange.com. And if you want more information about the program, you can check it out at scrapit.ca. Dennis, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis.
My pleasure. Thanks very much.
What's going to happen when it comes time for you to turn in your Jeep?
I know, and it does have a name.
It does?
It's called Jackson.
Jackson.
Yes.
Oh. Will you write a letter?
It's not old enough, though. 2001. Will I write a letter? I'll sing it a song.
Yeah, do you call it Jackie?
Sometimes, for short. If it's been naughty, it's just Jackson. Okay, we gotta go. Erin Han looking lovely today.
Hi, hey, thanks, Soph. Good afternoon, everybody. Lots to get to in weather. Oh, the day in the Lower Mainland started out so well, and look at this. It's really changed. We've got some dark